training. That's it. Look what he did. He's dangerous. How do I follow that? I'm the one that taught him half of that. The other half he come up with on his own, like kicking behind the back and all. I love that one. He just takes and kicks him behind the back. If you everybody make a fist, make two fists. When you make a fist, this is first basics. This is body anatomy. We've had bones tested. If your thumb passes that finger, you will break that knuckle. Most people that punch people in a fight and they get angry, over squeeze the fist. They punch a person. You will break that bone every time. You want to feel my little break? I had a little break right here. I broke that knuckle. I happened to have had a bone doctor in my class, and he was testing bone breakage from punches, chops, etc. When you make a fist, your thumb should never go past that finger. Now, and I didn't go around and look at your fist, but about 80% of martial artists in the world make an improper fist. So it means if they really punched you hard in the face, jaw, ran into bone, they're gonna injure you, but they're gonna injure their fist. Make an improper fist and put your thumb like this, as most people do. I even see patches with this on. You put your thumb over to that middle fingers and squeeze. Do it and squeeze. Are you doing it? You'll feel it weak right here. You feel the weakness? That's where the energy is going to stop. Your energy comes down, crosses the fist, and goes back. If you make a fist and only go to the first finger, now squeeze, it has equal pressure all the way across. Now, if you're going to follow through with my way of teaching, we let this finger out. We let that finger out and make a fist like that. Your fist is like a pressure cooker. A pressure cooker has a little place to allow steam. You have energy bound up. If you make an improper fist and hit, you injure your fist. You might injure him, but you injure your fist. If you do this, you will not injure your fist. And the punch should go in at 3/4. Never full twist. Now some people here go, my school does a full twist. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. But 3/4 is the way you will injure somebody. 3/4. Here, you stand up here. Yeah. Come over here. I'm just trying to turn you so everybody can see the most. There you go, right there. If I twist this way, the ribs go like this. I overlap, tighten. I overlap all of these ribs, and it will not injure him. But when you go 3/4, I'm on one rib. One rib. One rib. He doesn't like that. Full twist, he can take. But when you go to here, you're on one rib. One rib. One rib. Now, quick rib breaking class. The nipples. Everybody knows the nipples? The nipples in. The French like that. What's going on? Get down there, God. He is almost French. Anyway, you're here. Inside the nipples, this is the punch. Outside the nipples, the ribs go the other way. So, you do not hit under here, this way. You don't even hit this way. He can tighten, take that. But you hit this way. Now he can't take that shot because I can break one rib. And actually, he feels it back here because it punches the rib out the back. If his rib were to break, it would break back here. So if ever you move anybody and you're going to hit, this is the correct angle and direction to hit under the arm, outside the nipples, to injure the person with less effort from you. And then a good punch up under there can break the rib in out the back, at the back. Thank you. When I first did this fist, I made myself do my katas, and I made myself redo the kata if I did not have my fist automatically go to this. My fists now are trained to automatically do this. Kata trains you, and I had to do this fist all the time. This is the most powerful fist that you can hit with. Least amount of effort from you, more damage to your opponent with less effort. This is the fist. If you don't want to use it, don't. I use it. This allows energy out. If I make an improper fist, which is hard for me to do, but I hit, he can take it. But if I just go to that, sends him back, and I'm not using the focus through, I just went to this, and that's what happens. If I do this, he goes better, and you feel more go through you. He'll feel it pass through with this. No fist at all, just this. And a lot of times when I'm doing a technique, I will let this be like this, but I watch where I'm striking. I don't hit the bone area, but I will be at the soft area, because then I'm all ready to take it out with that. So we would then go to open hand. You can do more damage with the open hands than you can with the closed hand. What I want you to do is get up, have your opponent stand there. I don't want anybody to hit anybody hard, but make any fist, even the correct one, without the finger straight, tap at the person. Now just go like that, and make like you're offering a little water. If you had a glass of water, and you went like that, the water would go on you, some on your opponent. But if you go like that, the water goes on your opponent. That's what you want the cheat to do. Go right on your opponent. So just try this, then do this, and just tilt it. Just go like that. Try it. This is the way the body divides. The polarity now. Everybody's talked about it. The whole front of your body is yin, the whole back is yang. But let's take that away. Now your body divides as if you were cut down the middle to the groin, and as if you were cut down from the side down. Got that? That's it. This four pieces of pie. This piece of pie is negative. This piece of pie is positive. For women, it's going to be the opposite. Every man hold your right hand up. That palm is positive. Men, hold up your left hand. That's negative. Got that? You'll remember that because when you face your opponent, he's wired the opposite. You can stand up. This is positive. This is negative. Keep your teeth together. Positive and negative, he gets right up in the head. I take positive though, and go over here, keep your teeth together. It's a thud, thud, thud. It's no electric shock. This is electric shock. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Electric shock. No electric shock. Men fight like this. Keep your teeth together. This is negative. But nothing. No, don't. No electric shock. Electric shock. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That's the way you're going to test it. That's why kata moves will do this kind of an action. They'll do this. They're covering that. Men that fight like this punch each other, but there's no electric shock, not the polarity. In boxing, they've had people actually skip off that side and knock the person out. It's because the electric shock went through. Women can actually punch here, and you get up here. Keep your teeth together. Come over here. Make a fist. And no, don't hit him hard. You're going to give him a shot like that. Again. Feel electric shock? Yeah, but he should feel electric shock. Now, come over here and take the same hand and punch there. Again. No electric shock. Understand that? That's how you're wired. You're wired just the opposite. So she can actually punch and get the result the man can't get. Women, open your left hand, that's positive. Open your right hand, that's negative. Everybody got that? You can sit down. If you are used to here, if any man or woman, if you lift the foot, you switch the polarity. Got that? This changes this. This is positive. That's why boxers can throw so many jabs. And they hit with this, but it's the right hand that gets injured. Even in boxing gloves, because they are binding up a negative force and shoving it into a negative object. And they get the injury to that hand. And that's primarily why. Women, this is positive. This is negative. Now I'm going to explain this. Has nothing to do with this young lady. I only met her for the first time. But if a woman is pregnant and the baby is tested with the pulse on this hand, and the pulse beats stronger than this hand, she will be having a boy. That's how correct that is. You actually take, you're having a girl. Where's Susie? Susie, raise your hand. Susie's been with me at least 100 times, 100 or more, that I have told people whether they're having men, boys or girls. Am I right, Susie? I did it on this trip. The minute I see a pregnant woman, I almost can't resist. And I actually, and she'll tell you, I tried to strike up a conversation to get to know him, because she's going to grab their pulse. But I go, oh, how you doing? And I a lot of times ask them if they know if they're having a boy or a girl. Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl? And they go, well, yeah, I know. I say, don't tell me. Let me guess. Well, they're game for that. They go, oh, go ahead and guess. And then I say, well, let me feel your pulse. And if you feel the pulse, you feel a pulse with 3 fingers. Now this is where you have to be aware, and you feel the pulse. Then you go over to this side and you feel the pulse. You're learning something that is fun to play with it, and you get more accurate the more you do it. And you feel this side. You have to determine which one had the strongest beat. And if it's stronger over there, it will be a boy baby. If it's stronger over here, it's going to be a girl baby. Just have one on this trip. I even forget where. I think it might have been Wales. We were in a restaurant. I got talking to the girl and told her she's having a girl. Oh my, how'd you know? And I felt her pulse. The only one that threw me off, the only one that throws you off is when they're having twins. Twins and triplets really drive you crazy. And if it's a boy-girl twin, the pulses both beat hard, but you can't determine. So then I've learned that. And if it beats real hard on one side and they're having twins, it's two boys. And then when it's two boys, the pulse is so much, you can't believe that the pulse is that strong. It's like the boys are both trying to get out through here. That's how strong. It should be more than 4 months along to do that, maybe even more than 5, 6 months along, and then you just feel the pulse, and you feel the pulse. And you will get some wrong. I've had some wrong. But most of the time, a good 90% of the time, I'm correct. The more I do it, the more correct and the more often I'm doing it. And it's fun to play with. If you have students or anybody you know, you feel the pulse. But that is also a way to prove to you that's positive and that's negative for the woman. She's wired the opposite. Okay, you can sit down. Now, a lot of martial arts techniques, you can stand up. A lot of martial arts techniques, this is the line. This is the line. Your ear represents you as a baby in the womb. If you look around at people's ears, this is the head. The indent is their neck. This is their back. That is their butt. Their nice butt. Just my little joke. But anyway, they have the butt. They have the thighs and the feet. It goes all the way around the horn. A lot of times, early on, I used to take people and hold their ear on this side and just tap them over on that side. Because you can hold triple warmer like here, tap him over here, and he's going to pop down on you. So I used to grab a hold of the corresponding point, hit him on the other side of the head. So you just hold his ear and give him a whack. But that's the way the pressure points are around the ear. And the divide is in the middle of the ear. The middle of the ear. That's why when you tilt somebody's ear backwards, they have to go. If he and I are struggling, and I pull his ear this way, he can resist me. If I pull his ear this way, he can resist me. But if I tilt yin into yang, he cannot resist me. I get him in this position, and actually from there I could break his neck, because this earth would go right into earth at the throat, and you just dislocate all this. That's why moves are created like this in kata. Katas that have moves like this, the hand goes like that, and you'll turn. If he were grabbing me, and the hand goes like that, it comes to here. The hand goes to here, and it looks just like my move in the kata. This one would actually hit him in the back of kidney, and then this would take him out up here. And this position to knock him out is awful, because he could fall down, break his neck, injure himself. But just so you know, that's why the divide. I'm explaining polarity. This is the divide. If you are hitting somebody with a chop hand, you actually have a sandwich of both energies. This is positive, this is negative. The twain, the meat is here, and it's here. So when you do a knife hand, that's why you've seen so many knockouts yesterday and today where they chop like this at the neck. You're actually hitting with positive and negative. Negative, positive coming in on the force. And if you're chopping in the region, that's positive, negative, you're going to take him out. Everybody understand that?